guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you're having a great start of the year and that you're feeling good. If you're new, hi, welcome. It's Vinci from my science closet. I am a biomedical scientist and a life coach currently doing a PhD on cancer research. And this channel is all about creating your healthy, authentic dream life. In this video, we're going to talk about why setting goals can be beneficial for you and how to do it the right way. It's the end of Christmas, the new year has started, and I think a lot of people are now taking this time to really think about their lives and how they want to do it and what goals they want to work on. I know that I'll always advise you to do this before the actual year comes, but it's still early, and in my opinion it is never too late to set goals and to start working to change your life to the one that you want. So in this video we're going to talk about goals, and I want to start about why setting goals is so important and can be so beneficial. So having goals means that you're taking ownership of your life. You get to direct things happening in your life rather than things happening in your life direct you. A firm goal allows you to define and track your progress on your journey towards the outcome that you desire. Achieving a goal is a great reason to celebrate how far you've come. This will increase your confidence on yourself, how much you believe in yourself and your motivation, and will allow you to go farther into a bigger goal. When you choose carefully your goals and know why you want them, can end the failure of New Year's resolution, which are normally chosen without thinking and in the last minute and in a hurry. This is your life we're talking about. Live it with your own vision, with your own goals, with your own game, and avoid ending in living someone else's life, game, and goals. I'm going to go ahead and prepare some hot tea because I went running this morning and my my throat hurts. You know when you breathe very deeply, like very cold air? So yeah, I don't want to get ill. And I feel very, very happy that I was able to run, even though I had to stop a lot. But yeah, I'm going to make some hot tea, and while I prepare it, I'm going to keep on talking about goals. And now I want to talk about how to truly understand why you want a certain goal. So normally when you pick up goals, you just pick them up randomly. So in order to avoid that, I want to tell you a way of how you can really understand why you want that goal and really try to see if you really want that goal or not. Because maybe when you try to understand it, maybe you see that you don't really want that goal. So when you decide that you want to do a certain goal, what you can do is ask that goal a question and see which one is the answer. And this question you can ask it several times to each answer that you get. So for example, say your goal, or for example mine, is eating healthy. So that is your goal. So you can ask your question, what is that going to bring you to that goal? So what is eating healthy going to bring you? So in my case, the answer would be to stop having hypoglycemia, because I want to do a specific diet. So the reason why I want to eat healthily, that diet, is to stop my hypoglycemia. So again, ask that question to that answer. So what will not having any more hypoglycemia give you? So in my case, the answer is no more fainting, no more lightheaded feeling, no more shaky hands. And then again, you can ask that question to that answer. What will not feeling lightheaded, not feeling shaky, and not feeling like fainting will give you? In my case, it lets me work better, be more efficient, being able to go out to the streets without feeling fear of fainting, be more confident about myself. And again, you can ask that question to that answer. Do this at least 5 times and you will get to the true why of why you want that goal, or really know if you want that goal or not. Now, once you have done this and that you're certain of what goals you want to do and why you want to do those goals, it's important to plan them, organize your year, and set a deadline. So before explaining how to set a deadline, I want to explain why setting a deadline is so important. So the thing is, when you carefully plan your goals and set a deadline, this will increase your chances of actually achieving it. It doesn't mean that you're not going to make any mistakes and that you're not going to have to start over again. It means that it will help you to achieve the goal in a more efficient way and reduce the mistakes and obstacles that you can encounter in this journey that you have started towards that goal of yours. Also, another benefit of setting a date, a deadline for that goal, is that your motivation is going to start even before taking action towards that goal, because really you're already taking action and you're going to get excited. It will give you this feeling of a challenge, of motivation to taking action towards that goal of yours. Now that we have seen why it is important to set a deadline, I want to tell you how, or at least in my case, what my opinion is in the best way of setting a deadline. So in order to set the proper deadline, first of all, it's important to know the goal that you want. Second of all, it's important to know the resources that you need in order to achieve that goal. It's important to know if you're going to need help to get that goal and who can help you to get that goal. Also, it is important to know the possible obstacles that you can encounter when working towards that goal, so that you more or less can think overhead about the solution for those obstacles. Also, it is important to think if there is any possibility of a delay occurring. You have your work or your routine, you're the one that knows more or less what you do daily, so try to analyze if regarding your life or your work situation there could be a delay towards achieving that goal. So when you have all of this written down, you can have an idea by when, more or less, in a realistic way, you could have achieved that goal. The objective here is to set a realistic deadline. And what I do is when I look at my yearly calendar and I say, okay, I think by this date I can achieve that goal, what I do is like I add more days or more weeks, to give me more time, just in case something that I haven't thought of happens and delays my getting that goal. So if you do this, that is going to be a very realistic deadline and you probably will achieve your goal by that time. A very important thing to take into an account when setting goals and when working towards that goal are the limiting beliefs and the blocks that you have. So of course, every single person is different and not always share the same limiting beliefs, and not everyone is affected the same way by limiting beliefs. I am just going to mention the most common ones, or the ones that I think they're most common, and the ones that I think prevent the majority of people from achieving the goals, or at least this is more or less my experience. Oh, it's too hot. So the thing is, if you have a past goal that you did not achieve, instead of seeing this as that you're not able to achieve that goal, try to take the positive side of it. So try and see why you didn't achieve that goal, what you tried to do and why it didn't work. So this is just a way for you to learn of your mistakes. What I would suggest to do is, first of all, do the 5 questions that we talked about before and try to really see that that past goal of yours is something that you really want. Now, if it is something that you truly want, then analyze what you did and why you did not achieve it. See what mistakes you made and how you can do better. Plan it properly, as we talked before, and here by having failed to achieve that goal that you wanted in the past, it is not really a fail, because here you have the advantage that you have already seen things that have gone wrong. You can do better now. You know what obstacles you can encounter towards that goal. You can plan it better. You can set a more realistic deadline towards that goal. You can solve and prepare in advance, and this way you're going to increase the probability of you achieving that goal. Another limiting belief or block towards a goal is to keep past bad behaviors and past bad habits. So if you maintain things, behaviors and bad habits that in the past didn't get you to a specific goal, if you still keep doing that, it will reduce the chances of you achieving these new goals that you have now. What I suggest to do in this case is to grab a paper or your iPad or your phone or whatever you feel more comfortable doing these things, and write a list of the bad behaviors and bad habits that you think that you can have, and try to change them. For some people it is very efficient to change all of the bad behaviors and bad habits in one night, just like that, but for other people not so much. So if it's not going to work for you that way, don't try to change everything overnight. Try to work on each bad habit and each bad behavior step by step, little by little, and slowly move from one to the other one. You know yourself, and you know how you have to do the things. Sometimes if you try to change everything overnight and then you struggle and you see difficulties, it's very, very probable that you're going to stop doing that and go back to all those bad behaviors and bad habits that you have. So in my opinion, go step by step and go from one to another and work slowly. It doesn't matter that it takes time, it is your life and it's you, the person that is working for these things. Do not try to compare yourself on other people on how fast they're achieving things. You are you, so take your time and space. Now, be careful with the deadlines. I know I mentioned this before, but I really want to highlight this. Not setting the proper realistic deadlines can increase the chances of you failing and getting demotivated towards that goal. So make sure that you're planning the right way and that you're setting the realistic deadline. And as I mentioned, if you think that you should add more time to it just to make it more realistic and more possible to achieve it, just do it. Now, another thing that I have seen is that some people do not celebrate past goals, and I don't understand why. You should celebrate every single goal that you achieve, even though it's very small and very little. It doesn't matter, you achieved it, you did it, so you have to celebrate it. Celebrating a goal will make you feel more powerful, will make you actually believe that you can do it, will increase your motivation and your confidence towards achieving that goal. And not only that goal, but by seeing that you have been achieving small goals, it can make you believe and be confident that you can go ahead and think of bigger things and go to achieve those bigger goals. So what I would suggest is that if you have goals that you have achieved and you have not celebrated them, go ahead and take some time for yourself of that day and celebrate them. Write them down and write how you did it and why you did it, and take a moment to celebrate each of those goals that you have achieved from the past. And feel it. Feel the power, feel the confidence, feel the happiness of having achieved it, because you are strong and you are capable of doing it. You just have to work hard for it. Now, another thing that I see is sometimes when you think about goals by the end of the year with New Year's resolution, and these goals are thought very, very randomly in a rush with a lot of hurry, just like, okay, so my New Year's resolution will be this, this, and this. And it's just in your head. You're not really planning it, you're not really writing them down, you're not really trying to understand why you want that goal, and a lot of people do this, and when sometimes they start working on those goals during January, but then January goes by and then you stop working on that goal. And then the next year, New Year's resolution is try and do those New Year's resolution from the previous year that I did not achieve. So if you have your goal just in your head there, like I want to achieve this, it's very probable that you're going to fail and you're not going to achieve it. So if you really want to end the cycle of no achieved New Year's resolution that are normally planned in a hurry, and you really want to achieve your goals, I would suggest taking time for each of the steps that I talked about in this video. Also, a bonus tip here, what I am doing is track your progress. See how you're doing. So journal. Every single day I would journal what goal I did, what goal I did not do, what I had planned to do, what I didn't, to see what happened, to see the obstacles, and also to see what you achieved and increase your confidence and motivation and your work. And now this leads me to show you two things. So I want to talk about two freebies that I have for you, two ebooks. So if you were already subscribed, you probably know about this one. It's called the Mini Life Guide. This guide is very useful when you want to really know what you want to do in your life. Sometimes people, when they want to set some goals, they really don't know where to start, or they don't know how to set goals or how to think about the goals they want. So a very useful thing that you can do to visualize your life in the future, how you want your life to be in a few years, and that can give you can do a vision board, a life vision board, and that will give you an idea of what you want, and you can set the right goals. In the life mini guide, there's a place where you talk about your values, your passions, your motivations, your strengths, what success is to you, what a fulfilling life would be, when you shine, your limiting beliefs to leave behind. There's also another page to really see the reason why you want to get up every single day in the morning. So what you love, what you're good at. It's a Japanese exercise, what the world needs, what you can be paid for. So if you don't know really what you want to do with your life, or you have an idea but it's very blurry, I would suggest you downloading this ebook. I will leave the link down below. And really just take time to see. There's another page to create your vision board. So put in every single thing that you like in every single circle that you can see in this page can help you to create a vision board of your life. And then you get to describe your goals. The last page is to see what are your top 5 goals. Go ahead and add more if you have more than 5 goals. Just write them down, every single thing that you want to work on to make your life the way that you want it. And then you see on which goals you will be focusing on, how you can achieve those goals, if you need help, and also who can help you with that help that you need, and more or less when you can achieve that. And then I have created another ebook by Canva. So I took several different templates that I saw in Canva and I put them together just the way that I wanted. So here are the 2021 New Year goals. You can write them there. If you have more, go ahead and add more. And the next page is to plan your goals yearly here, so you can write more or less in which month you think that you can achieve that goal. If you don't want to put like an exact date, more or less the month by which you think that goal can be achieved. Then you have like a saving tracker. Normally they say that the goal is to save 20% of your current income. I am not sure if this is correct. I think it is 20% of your income, but anyway, each person should have their goal. So in goal, I would say the percentage of your income that you would like to save, and then in saving I would write like the actual amount of that. In month, you can write January. So like I did here, you can see that I wrote every single month, and I will see every single month at the end, by the end of the month, how much I was able to save, and then the total would be when the 2021 year finishes. The app that I'm using in order to write on this ebook that I have, I mean, you can print it if you want. If you have an iPad, you can use the app called UPad. And then the next one is Healthy Habit Tracker. So I have here a list of the healthy habits that I want to do. So here you put the date that it is. So with this, the good thing about this app is that you can duplicate a certain page. So even though in the ebook you're only going to see this page once, you can duplicate it before writing anything, so that you have one for every single day. So the healthy habit tracker, or your goal tracker, as I mentioned before, this is only in case that you want to journal and progress and see your progress towards that goal. Then the next page is also something that you can duplicate for every single day, and you can ask yourself these questions and write it down. So what is your quote of today and how it make you feel? So I use an app, it's called Stoic, and in that app normally you get a quote every single day. And you can ask yourself how that quote is making you feel regarding to what is happening in your life right now. So it's going to help you to see how you're feeling, and also then what happened today, what feelings and thoughts you have, what have you achieved, what haven't you achieved, why yes, why not, and then how can you improve. So this is just for the people that don't really like to journal and don't really know how to journal. You can always use several questions to use as a guide to help you. If you don't like this one, go ahead and write your own questions. And also, if you don't like this ebook, just go ahead and go to Canva, or if you know another website, and do your own one for yourself. This is just in case you want some help and if you like it. So yeah, you will find both of them in the link down below. And also, if you have any problems when you're going to download them, feel free to DM me, to contact me, and I will help you to get the ebook or send it to you. Okay, my love, so this is the video for today. I really hope that you liked it. I really hope that it helps you with setting goals the right way. And remember that it's never too late to work on your life. So if you haven't started, go ahead and start now. So yeah, if you liked it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell button to get notified of my new videos. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you next video. Mwah.